Okay, in this little series of videos, I'm going to show you how to set up and use Basecamp. Basecamp is what I consider an automatic delegation machine. It's my favorite tool far and away for managing businesses and projects and products and all kinds of stuff to make money with, as well as some personal stuff. And it's the ultimate tool, I believe, for managing outsourced workers. So I'm going to give you kind of a dummies version of how to set stuff up. There are some help tutorials on their site that can help you with as well. But I'm going to just walk you through the quick basics so you don't have to watch those if you don't want to. And of course, if you've used Basecamp before, then some of the basic setup stuff isn't going to apply to you. But I'm going to just go from A to Z just to show everyone how to set it up. So I've just set up a new account. I went to basecamphq.com, signed up for the 30-day trial for their basic account, which is $24 a month. And let me tell you, 24 bucks a month is a bargain for this service. It's simple, it's easy to use, and you can just do so much with it as far as a management and training standpoint when it comes to your outsourced workers. So I've created an account and I've set it up for a little fictitious company that I'm calling the Super Awesome Company. So we're going to set up Basecamp to use with our outsourcers to grow our Super Awesome Company. That's the name of it. So when you pick your name for your company, when you set up your Basecamp account, it gives you this URL, so you see it. It says superawesomecompany.basecamp.com or basecamphq.com. So that'll be the URL that you sign in with when you come back to use the account. So I'm just going to show you how to basically set up. So okay, I just signed up. Okay, let's go. I'm going to go down here and upload your logo. So you can start by customizing the look and feel to Basecamp, and that's kind of the fun about it. You can change your logos and your colors and make it just have that feel of your business. And so when you have other clients using this, you can set up certain areas and product areas. I'm going to show you how to do that for certain clients as well as for certain workers. It just has a more professional feel, like a real company. But the key thing is about Basecamp is it's just so easy to use. So, okay, your logo. So let's start with a little logo. I actually made one. Here it's on the desktop. I call it, the Super Awesome Company. So we've done that. So then we pick out the file, click Upload Logo, and there shows our logo. It says put the logo in a white box. Sure, it doesn't matter. It's already within white. And basically we just come down here and we say Save Changes. Now, there's all kinds of stuff you can do in here to customize Basecamp. It'll start out with some default categories set up for you: assets, code, copywriting, design. Because Basecamp is used by so many different internet-based companies, they start with some of those defaults. You can rename them, relabel them, change them, delete them, add subcategories. You can do so much with this, but don't worry about all that. Let's just start with all the basics. So email notification, you want to leave as yes. So as each person delegates things to other people, whether it's you to one of your workers or within your team or anything else, somebody makes a change, somebody brings something to someone's attention, they do a to-do or a file or a milestone, whatever happens, your users can be getting email notifications as well as you. And so that's a great way to keep up with Basecamp. So we're going to leave that turned on. I recommend that you keep it on. So anyways, let's just save the changes. And now the settings have been changed. And so now if we click Dashboard, we now see our logo here on the right-hand side. So that's kind of customizing the account for us. Now, as you'll notice, it starts off with this basic green and white kind of theme. We can go down here to change colors, and we can click to change the colors. Actually, if you see this yellow, blue, and white, that's kind of like the little fun logo I made for the this fake little Super Awesome Company. So let's pick that one, and then let's pick Save Colors. Now you can customize everything down to every label and tab and everything else. You can change the look and feel. So we've changed it. Now you look at the top, it's now yellow and blue. Now it kind of matches. So it's a fun little service just to use, just to kind of make it your own and everything else. And it's fun to manage your entire company with it. So after you set up your logo, after you set up your colors, then you click the next link. This is so easy to use. And you do add a person. So down here you can add a person and you can build out your team. So here's what we got so far. We've got our company account here, the Super Awesome Company, and then we've got me. I've just put in myself, and I'm the owner of this account. So right now I'm an administrator. And by the way, you can add other administrators that can add other people and delete permissions and do other things. I'm going to show you all that. And that's what you want to do when you have a team leader or someone that you want to give more access to. You make them an administrator of Basecamp, and then they can build sub-teams, they can run sub-companies, they can do all kinds of stuff. So another thing you can do is that you can add a new company. Now the reason why you'd want to add a new company, there's multiple reasons. One, if you have several different major ventures that you're working on as an entrepreneur where you actually have several different companies that you're running, you can do that. You can also just add separate projects within the same company account. I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're not going to add a new company. You would want to do that if you wanted to add maybe some other clients that you're doing work for or something else, and then they can have their own separate logins. And the beauty of Basecamp is you can set the permission so certain workers or certain companies or certain clients can only see whatever you want them to see. They don't get to see everything that you see. And you're going to understand that as we go through this series of videos. So let's just keep it to our one company and let's add a new person. So we're going to add a new person. So I've actually gone and set up some little Gmail accounts for our little test here. So we're going to set up Mary the Worker. So Mary Worker is her name, just a little obvious fake name. And I set up her Gmail account. So I do Mary the Worker and I say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and set her up or send her an email to tell her to come set up an account. Now, under here you see, yes, automatically give this person access to all future projects. I'm going to unclick that because if Mary's an outsourced worker, I may not want her working on all projects. I don't want her to see everything that I'm going to create within Basecamp, so we uncheck that. And then you can add a personal note along this about, with the invitation to set up their account. You can just say, hey Mary, please take a moment and set up your account. This is what we'll use to manage your job. And that's it. Then you just boom, click add this person. And now they've got an email to come in and set up the rest of their account. And you can see we have Mary the Worker. So let's add another person. Let's say I have another outsourced worker that I've hired. And let's say his name is conveniently Fred Worker. So Fred the Worker, this would be his email address. Obviously I just set up these dummy accounts just for this little example. So we're going to set up his account. Again, same thing. Yes, automatically give this person access to all future projects. You put a note again. Hey, Fred, please set up an account. We'll use this to manage your job. And I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this since we're going to use it again, so I don't have to keep typing this. And then we just, yes, automatically give this person access to all future projects. We want to uncheck that because we don't want to. And then we click to add this person. They'll get the email. And let's add one more. So let's say we have another outsourced worker named Roger. So Roger Worker, and his email is Roger the Worker. And then again, unchecked yes because we don't want to give Roger access to everything. Change his name here. And he's going to get an email as well to come and set up his account. So this is just for starters real quick, okay? So here's what we've done. We created a Basecamp account. We put in our company name. We've uploaded our logo. We've changed the colors to be however we want it to be, look and feel. And now we've started adding people to Basecamp. So I've added these workers. So let's say these are 3 outsourced workers that I recently hired. One could be doing content creation, one may be doing SEO, one may be doing research or something else. Doesn't matter what they're doing. You're going to put all your outsourced workers into your Basecamp account. The beauty of Basecamp, even at that $24 a month level, you can literally have thousands of outsourced workers in one account. So you can manage your entire empire with one account. And you can put them in subcategories and subgroups. You can have like the content division, the SEO backlink division. Doesn't matter if you had 500 people working to get you backlinks. You could all separate them, and you can separate the training. I'm going to show you how to do all this stuff in this series. So this is step 1, setting up your account, uploading your logo, changing the colors, putting your company name, and starting to add people. So the beauty of this as well is when each person comes in and adds their own account, they can also edit their photos and their personal information and their own notification settings and everything else. So it's all customized to the individual worker as well. But this is step 1 in setting up the Basecamp account.